So we're gonna do the independent practice in a minute, but I want us to do this fun little problem solving activity. So we have to identify the shapes of each sign. So these are actually signs that you guys will see probably when you're riding with your mom and dad. So look at the first sign. Caden, it's a yield sign. Good job. You just said it. It's a yield sign. So Caden, looking at that yield sign, what shape is that?
A triangle.
A triangle. So right up here, you're gonna write the word. You're gonna write the word triangle. Tri, T-R-I, and then angle, A-N-G-L-E. And tri means 3. And this triangle has 3 sides and it has 3 angles. And we'll learn what angles are next week. Triangle. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay, now there is a sign. What is this sign that you might see driving? Journey, what is this sign?
Speed limit sign.
The speed limit sign. So it tells your mom and dad how fast that they can go, the highest or the max they can go. So Journey, looking at this sign, what shape do you think this is?
Rectangle.
Yes.
And also, are you going to use those what things you showed us?
The 3D shapes.
Yeah.
We're going to use those when we talk about 3D shapes, okay? Okay. Yep, we'll use those soon. Okay, so this is a rectangle. Rectangle.
Miss Murphy, I don't get it.
What do you mean?
That should be a square.
No, because this side, I can tell, is longer than this side here.
The bottom of it though.
Okay.
And you'd probably see that on like the highway, 'cause you don't see that on normal roads. At least not 75.
I thought you could go 75 on the interstate.
You see these signs on roads, you don't see them, like every so often we'll have a sign. And it depends on the road and it depends on the state because every road is different. So that's why it's important your mom and dad are watching for the signs because one road is going to be different from the next because it depends on the side of the road, how many lanes there are, where it's located. So there's many different reasons why the speed limit might change. Okay, now down below, you're gonna look at the city zoo. So you can see we have the polar bears, we have the bears, we have the penguins, we have the front gate, the food court, the big cats, the monkeys, the apes, the hippos, the elephants, the giraffes, the otters, and the eagles. Okay, look at that little penguin. He's saying, "Where's my house?" He's so cute. Now down below, we have to figure out how many triangles are there. So I'll draw a stick, and why don't this person come up and circle the triangles, and then they can write the number of triangles that they see at the city zoo. All right, let's start with Wyatt. Wyatt, you can come do the triangles. Would you circle them? That way we can kind of like keep track of them. Okay, so Wyatt's finding the triangles.
You know what I think it's we're missing that.
Okay, how many triangles did you find? 4. Good job. You found the apes, the monkeys, the otters, and the eagles. All right, let's go across and let's go to hexagons. Lewis, can you figure out the hexagons? Lewis, do you remember what hex means?
I don't remember what hexagons is. That means it says 6.
Brooklyn, you are not Lewis. I asked Lewis. Lewis, do you remember what hexa means? Or hex? Yeah, just like that. Do you remember how many sides those are? Can you count the sides?
6.
6 sides. Good job. Let's change the color. Can you change it to something other than black? Okay, so hex means 6. Good job. So you're circling the hexagons. Wait a minute. Count that one.
That's 5. Yeah.
Oh, yes. That one has 5. So, you're going to fix it? Thanks. So how many hexagons are there, Lewis?
1.
Just one. Just the food court. The food court is the only hexagon.
I wanted to get pick on the food.
Okay, let's go across the rectangles. Corla, would you come and find the rectangles? And will you put on your mask? And then would you also pick a color, not black or green? So probably red or blue.
Teal.
A teal blue.
Tealish.
Yeah. There's 1. 2.
Blue. 1 more.
Is that it?
Yes.
I kind of think that is it too. All right, so will you write 2 rectangles, Corla?
Blue.
All right, now we're on to the squares. So the rectangles were the polar bears and the elephants. Okay, the next one is the squares. Can you count the squares for us, Aria?
That's 5.
And Aria, maybe change it to red because we haven't used red yet. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 1 more. Yeah, you found it, penguins. 5. So we have the penguins, the bears, the big cats, the hippos, and the giraffes.
I don't know what the I know where the penguin's home is.
Do you know where the penguins
Yes.
Yeah.
Or you just circle.
are? Yep, the last one. Good
Penguins
job.
are so fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
now
The big
we
ones
have
are
the
hard.
Pentagon left. Charlotte. No, I guess we have 2 left. We have the Pentagon and circle. Charlotte, can you find the Pentagon? Charlotte, what does penta mean? Do you remember? Penta means 5. So we want something with 5 sides. Can you find something? Definitely. Good job. And do you think that's the only one? I do too. So there's only 1 pentagon. It's the front gate. Okay, now the last one is the circles. I'm going to draw a stick. This one should be easy. What do you think, Hayden?
0.
0. Come
No,
up here.
there's 1.
That's his speech bubble. And that's a oval more than a circle.
Oh, middle circle.
There is no circle. Yeah, we're not counting those. Okay, so make sure you have all of these on your paper. Great job finding your shapes. You may nicely X off the bottom, the brain builder, and write the math.
There is no brain builder.
There was 2. Okay, now what I want you to do is flip it back to the independent practice.
Hayden.
Lewis, we're not talking. Okay, now I want you to put your pencils down and your eyes on Mrs. Murphy because I want you to do this independent practice all by yourself today. Because you can do this. Now listen. On the top, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You're going to circle the shape that matches the name. I'm going to borrow Carson's for a second here. If I am working on the top, and I'm on the word trapezoid, and I know Mrs. Murphy doesn't have those signs up yet, where do you think I can look back for some clues? Ellie?
Right where it says trapezoid hexagon.
Yeah, back here, right on the guided practice. So you have this to help you. So don't raise your hand and say, Mrs. Murphy, I don't know what a trapezoid is. Look back on the guided practice and match match it. Okay? Then down below on 8 and 9, you need to write the name of the shape. What if I don't know how to spell it? Kaden, where can I look?
Go back to the page over.
Yes.
The guide pack.
Yes. Good. Go back to the guided practice page and then copy that. So you might want to just leave this open on your desk. Then you need to circle the shape. There's one shape that matches it. That should be pretty easy. At the bottom, 10, 11. This is super easy too. All you need to do is circle the shape that does not belong in the group. So there's one shape that is not the same as the others. Okay? When you get done, you are going to go on to Freckle, your teacher math assignments. And we're going to work on that for about 10 minutes. And then, if you're done with your teacher assignments, I'm going to have you come and show me, and then I'm going to have you work on an Excel skill. We're going to keep our voices at a 0, and we're going to go ahead and start working.